click all the comments, all the messages, and let's go, baby. Come on. Here we go. Whoa. Hello, my friends. Let me know in the comment section below if you can hear me, see me well, no problem. Legs, what's up, brother? How is going on, bro? Can you hear me? Bill the Butcher, Ara, my man, I'm here. What's up, Bill? How is going on, bro? So we have already 11 people. Guys, welcome in the frozen Czech Republic. It's already here. Very, very freezing. Let me know, guys, what's the weather and temperature in your country? Because here in Czech, it's crazy. I had to take like a second glove so I don't have to hold it like all the time. And today we're gonna be focused on no spin throwing, especially all the tips. So I will be explaining, guys, if you need some tips about no spin throwing, I can definitely help you out, okay? That's gonna be the focus for today. My no spin is amazing, all because of you. Perfect, Bill, perfect. So what is like your distance right now? Or what you are like practicing in the no spin throwing? If you just guys arrived, let us know in the comment section below where are you from. You can smash the like button, a comment, also like under the video when it will be uploaded after. And today we're gonna again smash like 1 hour of knife throwing. 60 degrees, how many of that is Celsius, bro? Bill the Butcher saying 10 feet. 10 feet, no problem. Like, yeah, it's important distance, but I'm sure you can get further. 60 degrees, how many is that Celsius? I think not so much, right? RDM, what's up, brother? So thank you so much, guys. We have already 30 people. I see your vision with meat cleaver, awesome. Hey, what's up, Radek? Gary, how is going on, bro? 16 degrees, yeah, that's still awesome. Guitar player, got a question, Adam. What's the farthest you can throw no spin? You know, there is like a not certain limit for thrower because we don't know exactly like the limit, because when you have like a professional athlete, in theory he could throw like a no spin 25 30 meters even, maybe, you know. But for me, I was throwing around 20 meters no spin. I think record was like 19 meters or something like this. And when we did the competition online, I think somebody threw 22 or 23 meters, but it was like a target on below, which is a little bit easier than hit the middle target, you know, because when you are throwing like below, the knife is flying down, you know, like a gravity, with the gravity. So it's much more difficult to throw it like in the middle compared to the lower target, you know, if you know what I mean. So it all depends like on the thrower, the knife that you will use, like many factors. If it was like an inside or outdoors, when was the wind, you know. So I believe like definitely past 20 up to 30 meters, it's like the limit for the no spin throwing. You sell the flying knife, it flies straight? Redneck Gary is asking. No, I don't, you know. It was the company called flyingknife.com, but I don't know if they are in the business still, because I was writing the owner that I made the video and he didn't even respond, you know. Okay, guys, so let's make a few no spin throws, warm up from close. Let's start 2 meters. Goes up to 3. Same thing, but from left to right. Okay, perfect. Now let's try get to the camera, so a little bit further. Let's see if you can make it on the first try. Okay. And now 6 meters, this target. Ah, first try. Perfect. Let's see if I can do it in the combo. Let's go the same thing, but going in front. Yes. First try. This is so-called pyramid drill, guys. You stick 3 knives going back, pick them up, and you stick 3 knives going forward. Very cool how you can practice consistency. All right, that's incredible. I can do 7 or 8 maybe, or 8 meters consistently. That's awesome, you know. It's so much better do 7 meters consistently rather than like a 1 or 2 throws inconsistently from 10 meters, you know. I actually had the same problem on my first year of throwing. I was able to get, like in the first few months, on 12 meters, you know, with the oscillator knife. I was like really like hyped, you know, like, oh, I can throw 12 meters now, no spin, hell yeah, you know. I went to the first competition and I ended like a last, I think, you know, because I wasn't consistent at any distances, you know. Like if you are not consistent at 3 meters, 4 or 5, you are not making good points, you know, in the competition. If you get like a 1 lucky throw and the competition doesn't mean anything, you know. Wunderschön, guten Tag Adam, hey Chat, guten Tag mein Freund. Wie geht es dir? Is that dangerous? I never played it before. Yeah, you know, I mean the knife throwing? It can be dangerous, but only if you are not paying attention and you are doing what you shouldn't do, you know. There are rebounces of the target. This can be very dangerous, but if you are like paying attention, it shouldn't happen, you know. I'm sick about 40% of my throws. Oh, stick 40%. Yeah, that's great, you know. You should all count like your percentage from each distance, you know, like if you are consistent, very like 80% from 2 meters, 3, you can move a little bit back, you know. But if you are only like 20%, 10%, it doesn't make sense, guys, to go like 4 or 5 meters right away, you know. A lot of beginners are doing this. If you are sticking knives from 2 meters, very good. It doesn't mean you will do the same from 4 meters, you know. So you have to make only a very small step. If you can stick 2 meters like this, you make only like this, very small step back. And again, you are counting the percentage. So if you can here, 80%, you can make a little move. For example, when I was in Germany on a knife throwing competition, we took like 5, 6 skilled throwers, and we were throwing from 3 meters, and your goal was to hit 3 times bullseye, you know, 5, 5, 5. And you would be surprised how many times it took us to like move back. You know, you could move back or like 4 or 5 meters if you hit the bullseye, you know. So for example, I will just show you for the fun how difficult it is, even now. So let's see. You see already, there would be only 4 points, you know. There would be 5, and there would be 4 points. You see, so I will have to do it again, this challenge. And keep that in mind, I'm 5 times world champion, and I still didn't do this on the first try, you know. So with these challenges from the close distance, you are building consistency and accuracy, which is way more important than maybe like a 1 flashy trick shot or like a throw from close, like a 4 distance, you know. So you see again, 4, this one would be maybe 5. So you see again, not 555. So I would be still stuck at 3 meters, couldn't go further. So just to give you idea, you know. I get no spin throw down at 3 meters in a few hours, and within the day I was throwing at 8 meters fairly consistent. Okay, that's awesome, Logan, you know. Is this good? Should I try to find a group or compete? Yeah, you know, I would say take it easy, don't rush, but it's very good to visit like some competition. But good, let's be good. I was terrible, and I just getting best snow spinner. Absolutely right. Awesome. Because distance sweet spot doesn't matter anymore. Yes, no spin is definitely my favorite. About the competitions, guys, you know, like for me, the competitions now are it's like a difficult topic, you know, because at one point it can give you some progress. Competition, you will meet like some certain people, but don't get super high hopes from these competitions, you know, like even if you win like several titles, guys, keep that in mind that 99% of knife throwers in the knife throwing community will not make any money from this, and usually like people forget really quick when you like win something, or you know, so sometimes people stress over the competition too much, you know. So what is really awesome, I'm making these like a knife throwing camps 2 times, or next year I will make it 2 times a year, and there we are throwing like from the morning till evening, and nobody is stressing like the points or who was better, who was bad, and with this way you are progressing a lot, you know. To be honest, if the knife throwing competitions would be legit, you would actually win some money. There would be like some way better logistic, and there would be like people invited, and they would be focused to have mainly the best throwers, not just like some random throwers that were like signing the registration and just pay the fee, you know. So there are kind of a lot of competitions on the around the world, but they are like too underground, like no sponsors, no money, nothing, you know. So these people only play like, oh, we are big, you know, we are champions, blah blah blah, but you know, it's like a absolute underground, you know. I think even curling have bigger community, you know, than the knife throwing, sadly. And it's kind of like ironic because knife throwing is so famous, but it's not like nobody knows the sponsors or the money are not in their actual competitions, you know. So you have to progress for yourself and take this more like a personal martial arts that you are learning, and you have to find your path, what will be best for you, you know. If it's just like a hobby, so throwing in the forest, having fun, you know, or with your friends, or doing some cool trick shots for the video, or you can even visit the competitions, you know. But keep that in mind that even if you will visit them, it's more like going into the pub, you know. In the evening you will get some drinking, do some little competition, have a good time with the friends, but that's it, you know. Like people are trying to make it like more than it is, you know what I mean. Hopefully knife throwing can get more popular with guys like you advocating for the sport. Thank you so much, Logan. Yeah, you know, only thing what it takes is like a one big investor, and that's it, you know. We could definitely make it happen, but I don't see the competition in future like for the 200 people and invite like everybody. No, you know, like it need to be like a special type of competition, like very like a VIP special event, you know. Like if you guys, for example, know the street league skateboarding, this was like the big change in the skateboarding. It's really embarrassing that mostly only football makes the big money. My wife this year got second time German champion in judo and gets nothing. Yeah, you know, that's absolutely pisses me off, you know. You know, one time like I also like when won the world championship, I was at the city, that was in a different city where I was living before, and similar thing, there was like a lady and she was telling me like, yeah, but what do you expect, even like a boxers, even top boxers champion will not get nothing, you know. Like, wow, okay. Yeah, they separate the money, like first the football, after hockey, and like the rest of the sport, you know. But it's like not about like the government itself, but it's like the bad mindset, you know, of the about the knife throwing, because most people around the world think like knife throwing it's like some type of like a circus throwing, or maybe they think like, oh, it's like an assassin or something like this, you know. And it's absolutely shame, because if you think about it, knife throwing is featured like in every freaking movie, every video game. I was just recently like asking AI, and it wasn't millions, it was billions of actually views that reached about this topic, you know, about knife throwing. So it's actually kind of crazy, you know. And we also like made a lot of views, like together many channels. Like it's kind of interesting. Yeah, definitely hope it will get like more popular in near future, but I think it will take some major changes, and I think knife throwing community will be in shock, because nobody needs the knife throwing community. This is the most like a crazy thing, guys. Like if you want to make like some good money or be famous in knife throwing, you don't need anybody from knife throwing community. You don't need to visit any competition. That's crazy, you know. It's only about how you will like market yourself, and what will bring into the table, you know, what you can show in this world. So yeah, you know. Hello Adam, I hope everything is fine and you're still a champ of knife throwing, watching you from Zombie Go Boom days. Hell yeah, brother. That's a long time, right? Thank you so much for the support. And you know what I heard? The Zombie Go Boom is making comeback. I only get 1,000 or 1,500 views on my channel, lol. Yeah, likes, but you are posting, you just started, right? You know, it takes definitely time to get some like proper views, you know. Keep that in mind, I'm doing this 20 years next year, you know. So how are you guys? If you just arrived, in the comment section below, let us know where are you from, what is the time that you are watching right now. And if you want to support the channel, you can just smash the like button, comment, send a super chat, definitely will appreciate it. And if you notice, guys, I was uploading the shorts every single day on my channel, so you can check them out. And also last week I had finally some viral full video about the banded knife, and that one made like almost 100,000 views, so big thanks to everybody who watched it. And like saying, yes, it's fun though. That's for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, guys. You know, you can get approach of the knife throwing as much you want. You know, you can make thousands of videos. You don't have to make any video. You know, it's really up to you how you will approach it, you know. But I have seen everything in the community, you know. So I have seen also some very, very good throwers, and they got burned out on the video making, you know, because after they like did some trick shot, people will start to telling them like, oh, you're good, damn, you're legend, you are awesome. And after they got burned out on this, you know, because if you have to repeat like the certain trick shot all day, every day, you know, like, oh, you know, throwing on the rings, like this guy was throwing on the rings, you know, I don't want to name him, like he was throwing on the rings all the time, all the time, all the time. They will tell him like, oh, this guy is legend, you're a legend, and he was throwing just 1 or 2 years, you know. And you know how he ended? He's not throwing anymore, you know. So keep that in mind. Zombie Go Boom sounds interesting. What it is? Loda, you don't know? You know, it was really in the good times of the YouTube. It's basically, you know, like Walking Dead, but they were testing it in the real life. You know, they built like a zombie head, the ballistic head, you know, it was like a gelatin inside, very like a realistic head. And they were testing like these weapons in the real life on this that you were able to see in the show, you know, like a crossbow, baseball bat. Such a really good time. But in the about 2017, the ad apocalypse happened on the YouTube. That means like the major, like a Coca-Cola, like the major advertisers pulled their ads out of the YouTube, and after like all the ads dried up, you know. So from the lot of money, boom, you were like almost on the zero, you know, like from day to day, you know, like they destroyed so many families, you know. And sadly, like Chuck and his channel, the Zombie Go Boom, was definitely one of them, you know. They wanted to sue them because YouTube all of a sudden said like, oh no, you can't film this, you know, like, oh, you are putting this zombie head, oh, it's so scary, you know. But if you watch the YouTube now these days, what do you see? the ballistic gel had in every freaking channel. You have even the guy, you know, what's his name? Kentucky Ballistic or stuff like this. You have literally like the ballistic channels that are focused on destroying these heads, destroying this torso, and now it's like a completely fine, like no problem whatsoever. YouTube is like, oh, okay, now it's fine, you know, we just destroyed this family, destroyed these lives, but now it's fine, you know. And what is also crazy, in 2017, in early that year, I had my first full viral videos, you know, guys. It was like 6 million views testing the Riot Shield. And when this apocalypse happened, it also like affected me like boom, in really like a big way, you know. I had like almost like a nothing, you know, right away. Only because it was like a so-called edgy content, you know. So I believe like since this, like we are in this like a gray shadow area, you know, and these videos are not promoted anymore, you know. Why do you think I have like 600 subscriber and still I'm here like so many years, you know? I would have normally like way more, guys, way more, you know. The shadow banning on the YouTube, who don't knows, like it's 1000% real, you know, sadly. They want to promote what they want to promote, you know. This is just a fact, you know. But guys, it's been too much rambling. But it's also awesome to chat with you guys. But let's back into some no spin throwing. I can at least say that in 20 minutes we didn't have any drop, right? So let's go again, start again. On the other side. Woo! If I could make like a 30 minutes no drop, it would be crazy. And yeah, about no spin, like I said, guys, be relaxed, don't rush anywhere. Mainly, you need like around this area, 1 up to 3 meters. Should be no 40%, guys. This should be 100%, you know, to be honest. And after you can move past 3 meters, okay? Like imagine I wake you up at like a 3 a.m. and I will tell you, hey, go and throw 2-3 meters at least 10 times or 20 times in a row, you know, like a 20 throws in a row, and do it with no fail, you know. If you can do it, after you can move, like, but not sooner, you know. People think they are already consistent, but you are not, you know. You have to really stay and be like super consistent. Of course, I have seen many times exception, you know, when I was teaching. Certain people, they have like a background that is really helping to them to achieve the better results right away, you know. For example, if you were sitting your whole life like eating chips and playing video games, it doesn't mean that you will be a horrible thrower, but you have less chance to be like a super good thrower right away compared to the guy that was very athletic his whole life. He was eating healthy, going to the gym, maybe he was doing like some spear throwing before, I don't know. This guy have higher chance instead to learn more easier compared to the guy that wasn't doing nothing, you know. But that being said, sometimes like a hard work and consistency beating talent, you know. So you can be like a very like a random thrower, but if you're gonna be like working really hard, you're gonna achieve like a very good results after some time, you know. For some people might take days, some people months, and some people feel comfortable after years, you know. I have seen also several people in the community and they started throw really good after really like a many years, you know. This place is cool. Thank you, my friend. Jörg Sprave, did you ever made the collaboration with him? Of course, my friend. I was just there last year. Old surgeons have less errors than new surgeons and work faster due to active youth using the hand. Right? That's why I'm doing calisthenics. It really helps. Right? Yeah, that's awesome. I also would think, you know, because for example, the competitions, they are longer. Like you start in the morning and you go in the evening. And for example, for me, when was the no spin in the morning, I had like my coffee and I was like, wow, you know, so energetic. I wanted to throw. And when was in the morning, I had like the best results, you know, so far because I'm very used to throw like in the morning right after coffee. I have really great results, you know. But for example, when was the no spin competition, like right after the lunch or like in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, I usually was like so tired, you know. I didn't even want to throw. Like I was like very like, I don't want to do this, you know. So you also have to kind of find out which part of the day feels best for you, you know, because some people prefer throwing like in the around the evening, some people afternoon, some people in the morning. So you kind of have to also figure it out, like what works best for you. But if you think about it, when is the competition and you are throwing the whole day, you don't kind of have this like a luxury of the selection, you know. So for example, you will throw in the afternoon, but you are used to throw in the morning. So this can completely like turn you off, you know. That's why I didn't had like a good results. Almost like a throwing in the afternoon. I usually like had very bad time to stick the knives and made some good results, you know. Like in the China, we were throwing on only few targets and there were 80 people. So I finished the competition in the morning. And after, you know, I was like, that was really good, you know, because I ended like on a good place. And after I was waiting from like 8 in the morning to 4 p.m. doing nothing, you know. So you're like, you know. You maybe also have to kind of practice like a patience, cardio, you know, like it's so many things. People don't realize like to get on the super high level on the knife throwing, what it takes, you know, like you can be a really good thrower, but to be like a top of top thrower, guys, it's crazy. And you will still get maybe like a nothing from this. This is the most insane part, you know. You can be like 20 times world champion and you still maybe will not earn a single dollar. Nobody will know you, you know. This is the craziest part. What's up, Adam? What's up, Alien? I think the pointed and writing the cursive not being required anymore. What? I think the pointed and writing. Sunday morning service is right here. What's up, guys? Hey, what's up, Michael? How is going on, bro? Everything all right, guys? So let me know in the comment section below, like what gives you like a most problem, or what is like the best time for you when you are going throwing. It's like the morning, evening, or like afternoon. Which time do you feel you are throwing the best? Yo, you're that knife thrower. You think maybe? I subbed to you a long time ago. I forgot it. Zach Labs. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. Yeah, but on good, you know. You can check out the old videos, you know. I had some good viral videos recently, so check them out. I used to start in the morning until the sun came down. Haha, that's cool. Yeah, when I became like a world champion, I was also training like 12 hours per day. Afternoon, I work third shift, I take a nap and then throw. Awesome. Same. I used to throw homemade objects a lot, but I stopped unfortunately. Why, Blob? Why? There's also axis and rotation, so changing between is hard for me. Yeah, Ruslavator, you know. Usually, that's why I was like admiring the new Chinese so much, because they learn really well spin and even no spin, like, which is like absolutely mind-blowing on the competition to have like a very high results. But for me as well, you know, like if I do like a spin throwing, X throwing, no spin, like your head it's like a messed up on the competition and it's really hard to switch, you know. So I always recommend like to be focused on one thing, but certain throwers can do anything. Evening, morning time is nothing for me according knife throwing. You see guys, that's what I'm saying. You know, for some people, afternoon is perfect or the evening. But for me, like I said, like best like from 8 in the morning up to like 10. You know, when it's like before the lunch or something like this, I'm dead. You know, I start to feel like, oh, I want to eat, you know, or something, and it's not good results. Guys, this could be like some kind of record. I know I was talking a lot, but we don't have any fail yet. No drop in the 30 minutes. Not bad, right? Knife, bro. Nice to see you again. What's up, Miggy? Miggy Makandok. 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., but I find it like at the night. So you're throwing the whole day, Alien? Nikola Jurevich. Ooh. How can I start knife throwing? Omi, you know, you need some type of like a throwing knife. So for example, I have this Vengeance that you can get on the shop sharp blades. But you can throw anything with a sharp point, you know. So it can be like a screwdriver, it can be like a butter knife, you name it, you know. Anything with a sharp point basically. And after, you need like some type of target, soft, like from some soft wood. And you need to know the techniques. So best is to check out my full tutorials that you can see on the YouTube. And after, just go for it, you know. I would go first with a military house pin. This one is the easiest for the beginners. So make knives, throw the aluminum magnets and throw the steel targets. Cool. Yeah, by the way, I had some lessons in Prague. I was teaching 4 people. So it was really, really cool. Sorry, I'm late. Wasn't able to catch this earlier. Good evening from the Philippines. Ah, what's up, Bong2C Carlitos? How is going on, my brother? All good, bro? So how about you guys? If you just arrived on the live stream, let us know. Where are you from? Throw for a few hours, then go yard work and something, then stop doing that and go back for throwing. Yeah. You know, it's really great and a great advantage when you can put the targets on your like a property, you know. But a lot of people don't have this like a luxury. Elwood, I can do many types of throws, yet hate spin throwing still. Yeah, me too, Elwood, me too. Especially like the not instinctive spin throwing, like spin throwing from the setup distance is like, it's just so boring for me, you know. Hey dude, learning this from Wales, the land of the dragons. Hell yeah. I hope you get my flying dragons, throwing knives. Adam, my man, how are you doing? What's up, Chris? Good, good, good. And you, bro? Missing well-needed sleep for a good reason here. Make knife throwing great again. Yeah, that's my plan. That's my plan, Lodat. Just need some huge investor, you know. When we have the huge investor, you will see some crazy changes, guys. And I think it's like super possible, you know. And when you believe you can achieve anything, it's really hard to find a place to throw knives. That's why I haven't got thrown knives in the morning until night anymore. Yeah, it definitely sucks for some people, you know, like, to be honest, guys, it took me 10 years to find a place like this. You know, as you remember my old videos, I was always throwing outside, you know. I was doing like, always like the frozen videos. Start playing Lotto. Again, so it was great once. Good one, Roslavator. You know, I believe it was a little bit better before the corona, you know, to be honest. Elon lives in Austin, 1 hour away from me. I'll go ask him. Cheers, Libore. Yes, ask him. Elon would be right. Elon would be definitely awesome. I used to throw trap club knives lately. Are they good stuff? Bong2C Carlitos. You know, to be honest, the throw club knives is the stolen website from the son and father duo. You know, like these 2 Chinese throwers. Somebody is stealing their videos, put the knives for the sale, and they are showing like, oh, we are this thrower, but they are not them, you know, something like JXC, JXO. This is scam, guys, you know, these people are just stealing the videos from the Chinese throwers. They are putting them on the Instagram, presenting like, oh, it's ours, our work, but they are only stealing designs and stealing these videos. They are doing like very, very shitty job. And the throw club, you have to pay them like with the crypto, you know, and the place when they're selling, it was like a USA or something like this, and they are marketing it's a Chinese, you know, like guys, the Chinese throwers can't have Facebook, you know, keep that in mind. Now it's winter, I'm throwing and doing some archery in the house with mattress backer, got to improvise sometimes, haha. Nice. Yeah, just be careful, guys, to not destroy your furniture. That's why I use the brackets. Yeah. I like the boomerangs because they come back. I also have it's lunch, the throwing sticks you have to retrieve still. Yeah. That's right. So how are you guys? Let us know in the comment section below. How was your week? Did you practice it or no? Or what was the weather? You know, did you practice it in the sun or you're now training in the winter? Elwood saying, get to know the throwing community, stay plugged in and make great contacts and learn more. Peppa Carafia, ciao, ciao Peppo. Love your content, brother. You have taught me a lot. Keep it up and peace be with you. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Much appreciated. Yeah, broken arm and all. Careful, Elwood, careful. Okay, let's make a few more throws again. So guys, don't forget, like I said, always in the no spin, very relaxed, you know, like always when I'm teaching, I see this right away. Like people are so tense, you know, like very tense. Also, another big common mistake that I didn't talk about enough in some of my tutorials is people are not doing follow through, you know, like they throw and they go like this. You know, it's so unnatural, you know, with the no spin, it's so better if you go into the throw, you know, like this. You are starting to releasing and you are follow up, you know, like, so not like this stiff, but you are going, you see, like I'm twisting the hips and going into the target, you know, exactly like a punch. With this way, you are applying the whole body into the throw and you are not just using your arm. So with this way, with this chain reaction, you are also putting less stress on your shoulder and your elbow because like I said, you are incorporating your whole body and it feels like so natural and very light on the arm. So again, let's see if I can still continue with a non-drop. And now all the way up here. Ha! We can still count it. No drop, guys. 40 minutes. And let's go again, go back. First drop, I was rushing. But pretty good score, you know, after 40 minutes, first drop. Not bad. Let's go one more time. The upper target is definitely the most difficult. Let's try it from longer. Definitely the most difficult one. There you go. Sometimes, I'm not sure guys if you have the same experience, like you drop one and you instantly drop like a 2 or 3 knives right away. Because your head is like, oh, I'm not trust myself now or something like this, you know, like you have to be always like a calm and like a restart, you know. And sometimes when I also teach people, you can have like for example, many good throws from 3-4 meters, and all of a sudden you are starting to dropping, you know. You're dropping the knives all the time, and you have to go like reset. You have to completely reset, and the way how you do it is go on the distance that you are absolutely comfortable with, that you're gonna stick it all the time, and just throw there for a while, you know, like get some like your confidence back. And if you can do it, you can go again back on the longer distances. You see, so 6 was the problem. Okay, let's go 5. You see, sometimes you kind of have to like let your ego go and try to be like a smart, you know, have the smart approach, how to practice it better, you know. And when you have really good throw, try to think about it like, oh, now I did it really good. What should I do like next, or what should I do again? You see, now the mistake was I twist my wrist too much on the side, so the knife actually landed on the side like this. So in this case, I have to go just on the straight and not do like this on the last second. You know, this sometimes happens unknowingly. All right, so let's check it out. Let's do it completely same, you know, check it out. 2, 5, the middle target, 5, and again last. Wow, beautiful. You see? Yeah, my weak arm is the one broke. He has to throw with the both. Greetings from Germany. Looking forward to my flying dragons, Thomas. Okay, guten Tag, my friend. You see, Lodat, there's gonna be more throwers in Germany now. Soon it's gonna be like a German league. The Deutsch League. What are the difference between between the flying dragon, I guess, and the dragon claw? I wish I took it, but I don't have neither of those. The dragon claw have the bigger handle. It's like a more rounded, so it's like a better feeling for the nose pin, at least for me. And the tip, it's more like a pointer, you know, like a more nasty, and it sticks a little bit better into the wood, you know. So in my opinion, the dragon claw, it's like a little bit better, but some people told me like they still prefer the dragon one, you know. So it's really up to you what you will prefer, you know. You're awesome. Much love to you. Thank you for all your knowledge. Thank you so much, Brenton. Thank you. And thank you so much, guys, to everybody who ordered throwing knives from the Shop Sharp Blades this year. Only because of you guys, I was able to continue to making this video, to not sell my house, and just keep doing what I love, you know, guys. So big thanks to everybody who give me the support, who was watching the video, smashing the like button, sending donations. You know, it was definitely not so easy year for me, you know, because I had to like restart everything. But you guys show me that you are sticking with me, like even in the hard times. So I really appreciate it. And you will see, you know, it's always like when you are doing business long time, you know how it is, you know. Sometimes you go down, and there are times that you are going back, you know. And sometimes when you are going down, a lot of people forget about you, you know. So we will see. You earn it every day, brother. Thank you, Elwood. Later, Adam. See you, Alien. You're the real assassin. If anyone wants to their lag, not me. I don't know, but I'm not to it. Cheers from America. Cheers, bro. There's gonna be also another short video, guys, in about 1 hour or something like this, 6 p.m. So after, you can check it out if you want. And you can let me know which handle you prefer, if wood handles for the X or the plastic handle. Love your disco ball. Thank you, bro. Thank you. We have to turn it on next time. Good news, man. You're a cool dude. I'm glad YouTube make it happen. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Definitely, you know, like even you, like if you are like struggling with like a knife throwing business or something like this, like always keep in mind, like you will go down. You know, like you will have like a very bad days, like nothing will be working, you know. But you know, like once you bounce of the like a bottom, is you go up, you know. But again, sometimes you go down, you go up, you go down, you know. So it's like in the life, you have to keep it in mind and just take this approach, you know. Nothing goes like straight up. When you are going to your next throwing competition, I don't know, Michael. I was just thinking about this, you know, this knife throwing competition these days after the corona, like they are doing not much for me, you know, anymore. Great entertainment and educational in knife throwing. Thank you, my brother. Are you practicing no reload recently? Oliver, yeah, I did. I did some videos if you have seen. So I did some really cool videos. I even learned like some new combos still after some time. But I would say this year I was throwing like a mostly, of course, no spin. How do you judge long no spin throw? Still, how you judge close no spin throw? You know, you have to learn this with the muscle memory, and it takes some time because you have to do it like a only small step, you know. So it's also not good like going from 8 meters right away on 14, for example, you know. You have to go 810, 815, and 20, you know. So very small step. Do you throw axes? Yeah, actually throw. I even have one. So maybe we can make one throw with the X, right? Do some combo. Because we were saying, right, with Salvatore, that it's not so easy to switch, you know. So let's see if I can do it and how many tries it will take. So first I will spin the X, and after I will go for the no spin and go back to the camera. I didn't even use the other knives. I totally forgot. I have the Uni and the Top Dog. Totally forgot. So this one, it's pretty big. It's for the chopping. I think it's from the Rinaldi. I have it from my friend, Italian Axis. And 4 meters, it's about here. So let's see. A little bit up. And usually these chopping axes are way heavier compared to the traditional like a tomahawk. And also the weight distribution, it's kind of funky compared to the like these throwing axes. So one more time, I will have to aim a little bit lower. There you go, you see? And now let's try for the fun. I will be aiming with a knife on the left side. Where is the card? Maybe for you is the right side. So let's see. Okay. Okay. And last row. Haha! First try. You see? All of them here. And now I will throw it again and throw the knives on the other side. So let's see if I can do this. Let's switch the target to make it more difficult. Let's go on the upper one. This is the most difficult. There you go. Come on, bullseye. And like I said, let's go on the other side now. Let's start closer. Got it. Got it. The same place. And come on, one more. Ha! It went on the right, but stuck on the. Went through this hole and stuck here. So not bad. So yeah, definitely love X throwing as well. But to me, X throwing is like not so challenging as knife throwing. Way easier. So about last 10 minutes, guys, and we're gonna call it a day, okay? Awesome X really hits with a deadly impact. Yeah. That's what I call cool about the X throwing, like the impact is like massive. Hey brother, what's up brother? How is going on? Underhand throw. Underhand we can try no spin, close distance. Like from here. First try. Side arm. Let's try backhand. First try. Now, from the target, turn back and throw. Whoa! Beautiful. Right in the middle of the card. And we have today like not many drops, right? Very, very good. Hello, my friend. Hello. And once again, guys, the best way to support the channel now is to get some awesome throwing knives on the shopsharpblades.com. You can also send donations even when the video or live stream or the short is uploaded. I think it's helped like with the algorithm. I release the short videos almost every day now. So we are trying to really beat the algorithm. Maybe it helps, you know, like to post a lot of short videos. Also, like the last time, the full video, it did really well. So big thanks to everybody who is watching. I upload this video about 5 p.m. Central Europe time usually. I always do the same time, guys. You know, I'm very consistent in this. Also full videos on the Saturday and the live streams are on the Sunday, you know. So when you always visit me in these times, you can be sure like there's gonna be some content, all right? Do you think the Dragon Claw knife is suitable for no spin, house spin, and full spin throwing styles? Yeah, 100%. You know, I even show this in my video. But keep in mind, the Dragon Claw and the Flying Dragon are mainly instinctive knives. You know, that means they are mainly suitable for the instinctive type of throwing. You know, so that means like a no spin, instinctive house spin, military house spin. You can do full spin, but for example, bow V knife will have advantage over this knife, you know, in the spin throwing area. But Bowie will have disadvantage in the no spin area, you know, so you kind of have to choose what style you will prefer and go with that, you know. What knife is the best for the no spin? You know, I really prefer the Vengeance now. Great knife. But of course, the Top Dog, it's very similar. But it's mainly for those who like can't buy the symmetrical knives. I was talking about this last time, or they just prefer better like the one side, like one side is symmetrical, one side is like one side is rounded, one side is straight. But otherwise, you know, if you think about it, like you see, check it out. You see, made my point. No warm up. Because it's very, very similar with the length and weight. Also with the Vengeance, I think it's a little bit bigger actually, look at that. Wow, I didn't know. So actually Top Dog it's a little bit bigger, if you can see. And also a little bit heavier. So in theory, this could be maybe even better than the Dragon Claw for the spin throwing. Because it's bigger, heavier. But this one is mainly for the no spin throwing. So in the theory, it would be really good for the spin throwing too, you know. So I hope this gives you a better idea, Michael. So let me know, guys, still if you want to see something. I think we have about like a few last minutes left, like a 7 into 1 hour that I always want to do, like a 1 hour with you guys. And really amazing session. I had like only a few drops. Cat Lady Nat, best of luck with your recovery. Thank you very much, Oliver. For the Elwood, right? Yeah, Elwood, like a broken hand. After the treatment, I got a new set once here from Adam. Yeah, Elwood, let me know. Anytime, brother. You're awesome, man. Thank you. Flying Dragon knives are crazy. Killed 2 of my exes. Dark Osseter, also great. I prefer this style, but all very good quality. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you. So which style you prefer? The Dragons or the Osseter? Is the Vengeance knife good in any other styles besides no spin? Yeah, I was just talking about this, my friend, you know, like actually house spin, it's absolutely amazing with the Vengeance, because it's similar like the screwdriver, you know, when it's the weight is here, like it's absolutely amazing and very fast and very powerful for the house spin. I will try one to just to show you, like, check it out. I will try to go like with a full power and from 6 meters, and it's very easy. Check it. Check it. Whoa. Whoa. And rotate it. Yeah, that's why, because I wasn't throwing the house spin the whole time. But this one stick. And let's go one more time. So I want to make really powerful, so you can see the penetration. Bah! Wow, that was it. You see that, guys? And you almost can't throw like a wow. No spin this powerful like house spin, because you get like this extra with the rotation. So check it out. You see? Like this whole tip buried inside. Absolutely crazy, you know. So you can do this like this or the military. So up to you. Also the style. Okay, thank you. Well, so maybe you will also like the new Uni. Maybe you can try in the near future the Uni. It's also very cool. I think it's even maybe bigger than the Osseter or similar. Very cool. Love watching you throw. Wish I could throw like that. Thank you, my friend. Which do you recommend more, the Vengeance knife or the Dragon Claw? You know, yesterday I had when I had the lessons in Prague, the guy was asking me same question, and I said like, damn, I don't know personally, you know, because I really like them both, but I tend a little bit go now to the Vengeance, because with this shape I was throwing the longest, you know, guys. I made this design like in 2018 or something like this, and I was winning them like a long time ago, you know. So I really like this design, but Dragon Claw, like, it's about the same, you know, to be honest. I like throwing knives. Do you have other ones? The Uni, this one is called yeah, the Uni, the Top Dog. If you want to see like my collection, just check out the shopsharpblaze.com, and there you can see like everything, you know. Yes. A už to můžu vypnout za chvíli. I like throwing knives. That you have other ones, the Uni. Yeah. How fast can you throw? Very fast, my friend, very fast. I have the record. I was able to throw 6 knives in 1 second. Show the spinner. I forgot to took it. I forgot to took it, the Bowie knife. Sadly. Comfort for Vengeance, yes, Flying Dragon. It's very comfortable in many style of throwing. Yeah, I would say, you know, like the Dragon Claw, it's a little bit more universal compared to the Vengeance, you know, because Vengeance is, like I said, mainly no spin or the house spin. But Dragon Claw, since it's like both sides, it goes mainly better for both style, you know. They're very inspiring. Thank you so much, David. Much appreciated. What's black stuff on the ceiling? This should be helping like with the sound effects or something like this, because here they have the band and they are playing like the music and stuff. Here sometimes like a party, you know, so the acoustics, you know, acoustic properties. So yeah, guys, let's go no spin now. Now let's go back. Ah, little bit over there, just a little bit. Second time, I never fail. Woof. Much better. How cold is in there, studio? Does the cold affect your throwing? So first of all, it's freaking cold. I would say like 0 degrees or maybe one minus Celsius. So super cold, and it definitely affects, guys. You know, but here, like if you have like a second glove and you are holding in the knives in the second glove, it's so much better. But if I would hold it like all the time, choose. Ciao. If you hold it like all the time in only one hand, you would have like a frozen hands all right away. And also, if you would be throwing outside when it's the snow, and when the knife landing on the snow, like it's also give you crazy problems. You will see. I will try to make some videos from the snow, like from my forest now. You don't know, guys, but I was trying to make a lot of videos. Like in the last week, I was filming like 3-4 videos per day, because I know that now it's gonna be like impossible almost filming outside, you know. So I was trying to make a lot of video outside, but it still wasn't enough, you know. I have like 10 videos left from the outside, and it's gonna be back again here in the throwing zone. But I definitely don't say like bad, because it's absolutely awesome to throw inside. At least it's beautiful in Denver right now. We're November weather. What's up, Black Metal X? Definitely check him out. He's my friend, throwing great knives. Do you hunt with throwing knives? No, definitely not. Throwing with the gloves and cold. Yeah, guys, today in 1 hour we had like 10 drops overall. That's crazy. Very good tip with one glove. Yeah. Because when you have like 2 gloves, I don't like it, you know. Some people like to throw in 2 gloves, but I don't. It's getting so cold outside. I think it's time to ditch throwing for a month or 2. I don't like breaks, Roslavator. I like to keep training. But yeah, you know, like if you can't throw outside, like what you gonna do, right? I have also another good tip, guys. If you want to throw outside, it's difficult with the steel knives, but if you have the Glock knives, you know, those are actually pretty easy to throw even with the gloves. And since the handle it's plastic, it doesn't feel like cold, you know, for you. So you can throw Glock outside and pretty easy. They are also like more easy to find. So it's really good to throw bigger weapons, bigger tools in the winter, because they are easier to find, not like so cold. So usually in the winter outside the forest, I'm showing like bigger weapons, you know, axes, spear, so I can still be outside and have fun, you know. Upper target. Hey! You know, sometimes you release the knife and you know right away that you messed it up. Okay, guys, last 3 throws, and I think I'm gonna call it a day. Maybe we can start it with the X, since I throw it before also. So let's stick the X on the left. There you go. One knife on the top. Ah la 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 la. Okay, let's start with the knife again. So 3 meters on the top. 5 on the left. Okay. And the last target, where is the card, all right? Woo! Right next to the card. There I was aiming. So, how many years have you been throwing? Nice. Asking Ralph. Next year is gonna be, I think, about 13 years, Ralph. Glock is absolutely great. Yeah. Wunderbar. I practice aim, targeting, and trick shots in winter. Cool. Cool, Elwood. Fantastic work as always. Thank you so much. Thank you. So guys, once again, if you want to get my throwing knives, they are now on the Shop Sharp Blades. We have about 8 or 9 models, which I'm like super excited because last year I had only like a 1 model, Flying Dragons. Now I have like a 8 and the sheet as well, so I'm super excited. Really appreciate this. Also releasing many short videos like almost daily, so be sure to check them out. Full videos on the Saturday, and like I said, full live streams are on the Sunday. So if you don't want to miss them, you can click on the bell icon and turn the notifications on. With this way, YouTube maybe will let you know, but most likely you can expect that I will be shadow banned or something like this, So if you want to see them, visit me on the Sunday around 4 or 5 p.m. This is usually when I stream for at least 1 hour, and we are having great time. Like if you want like some tips for free, it's the best time to reach me out, okay? But these live streams are also uploaded after on my YouTube channel, So if you want, you can ask me something in the comments and I will definitely respond, all right, guys? But for today, that's it. So thank you everybody for watching. Share, like, comment, subscribe, and see you next time, guys. Bye.